It is 2024. These are my predictions for who will be champ by the end of the year. At the Flyweight division, I think Alessandro Pantoja is going to remain champ. Why? If you want the definition of fighter who imposes will, it's this dude. Whether it's striking or grappling, his forward pressure might be the best in the UFC. He just walks forward like a freaking zombie. His chin's crazy. I know Davison Figueiredo dropped him a while ago, but he didn't even knock him out. He only won by decision. He ate a lot of shots from Brandon Moreno and Brandon Royval. His strike might not be like the top tier of the division, but he can hang. He doesn't get dropped. He has absolutely no bad matchups. Brandon Moreno, he got proven to get taken down multiple times, which if they do rematch, I would pick Pantoja because of that. Brandon Royval, no takedown defense, not going to get subbed. Who else? Amir Albazi, Kai Car France. None of these guys are beating this dude. So Alexander Pantoja, he's remaining champ. Bantamweight division, I think Corey Sandhagen gets the belt. Why? This dude, this dude's incredible. He can stand with O'Malley. He was beating Song Yadong on the feet. I thought it was 2-2 going into it, but he was doing great in the third and fourth. He would beat Rob Font when they were on the feet, destroyed Cheetah while they were on the feet. He beat TJ, he got robbed. He stood with Jan on short notice, and he did not get embarrassed. He won the first 2 rounds, right? So he can stand with O'Malley all day. But people are not acknowledging enough. This dude's wrestling is getting better and better. He got embarrassed by Aljo, got choked down under a minute, and then he let TJ take him down and hold him against the fence for a couple minutes. So what did this dude do? He went back at the gym and said, I need to work on this wrestling. It might not be the most exciting, but he dominated Marlon Vera, dominated Rob Font, mixed up the takedowns for Song Yadong. So his wrestling is good. I'm not saying Sean O'Malley has bad grappling, but who has really grappled him? Aljamain shot 2 takedowns. Sean stuffed him, which was great, right? But we haven't seen him shut down 10, 15 takedowns, right? Which I think someone like Corey could try to do, right? And this is the most important thing. I don't think people are underestimating. He's gone 5 rounds multiple times. Went 5 rounds with TJ, 5 rounds with Jan. Was putting on a great pace with Song Yadong going into the fifth. Went 5 rounds with Marlon. Went 5 rounds with Rob Font. Sean O'Malley's been in the third round, what? Couple times? What, with like Jan, Chris Moutinho, he got to the third round. So we don't know how his cardio is going to look in the fourth and fifth. And he hasn't really been the nail a lot, right? He's either putting on the pressure or he got injured versus Farah and got finished, right? So I think if Corey can take Sean to the fourth and fifth rounds, he can dominate him. That's what I truly think. So I think Corey's going to become champ by the end of the year. Marab is not getting a title shot. I think the UFC will draw him out. I would probably pick him to be champ, but I think they'll try to draw him out. Featherweight division, Alexander Volkanovski is staying champ by the end of the year. Why? There's a caveat though. None of us know if his chin is properly compromised. He has been a little chinny throughout his whole career. He got dropped by Max Holloway, dropped by Chad Mendez, obviously dropped by Islam, and knocked out badly with the head kick and follow-up ground and pound shots. But we've seen guys recover. Gaethje came off of getting sent by flying by Oliveira, and he took shots from Rafael Fiziev. Dan Hooker got finished multiple times, and then he came back 8 shots versus Jalen Turner and won. So who knows? Maybe Volk's chin is still okay and can take shots from Ilya. Thing is, though, the main reason I think he can beat Ilya is because Ilya is green. He hasn't been facing top guys like Max Holloway, Yair Rodriguez, Arnold Allen. His best one is Josh Emmett, who is a big striker. He's a dangerous fighter, but I just don't think he's that great. Like, he's good, but I don't see him as the guy to be like super technical and win over 5 rounds. Like, he lost versus Calvin Kattar. He got complete robbery. He lost to Dan Ige, right? So if that's his best win, he was dominant. I'm not saying he looked bad, but Josh Emmett's not Alexander Volkanovski. And Bryce Mitchell, man, his striking's terrible. He was getting pieced up by Dan Ige, got absolutely sent to the Shadow Realm by Bryce Mitchell, right? Or sorry, by Josh Emmett, right? So I think Ilya's green. I don't think he'll get completely dominated by Volk. I think he'll lose like 4-1. And no one else in that division is beating Volk until he gets to 36, 37. Beat Yair, beat Max. He would beat Arnold Allen. He'd murder Josh Emmett. So I don't think anyone else in the division, if Ilya can't beat him, I'm not picking anyone else to beat him. So Volk staying champ. He's standing up for himself. In the lightweight division, Islam Makhachev is staying the champ. It's not exactly controversial or crazy pick, but he's the best fighter in the world. He's in his prime, 32, the best HBA fighter, experienced but not worn out. He has legitimately zero bad matchups, no holes in his game. He can do whatever he wants in a fight. Head kicks, good boxing, good defense, good wrestling, good submissions, good ground and pound. Whatever you want, this you can freaking do it. And if we look at the lightweight division, I don't see a single guy that's going to beat him. Charles Oliveira, great fighter, could catch him, right? Oliveira has great power, but his striking defense is not good. He gets hit quite a lot. Islam proved that. And then once he got on the ground, Islam was not close to getting submitted from the guard, right? So, no. Justin Gaethje, crazy power, could definitely catch Islam, right? That's the only way Islam's going to lose, if he gets caught in the chin, right? But Gaethje's takedown defense is not there. He got destroyed by Khabib. So I think Islam will do the same thing to him, right? What, Dustin Poirier? No. Benoit Saint-Denis, Lucas Tracy's favorite fighter? I think he'll get whooped. The one guy I could actually see matching up with him well is Arman Tsarukyan, because Arman has clearly great grappling. If you saw the Gamrot Demir fight, and his striking looked pretty freaking good versus Beneil Dariush, but I would just pick Islam based on championship experience. So Islam staying the champ. In the welterweight division, Leon Edwards is staying champ. This guy is as crisp on the feet as anyone I've ever seen. His push kicks, leg kicks, jabs, he's got the whole deal. You can call him boring all you want, but this dude's effective. This is the style you want to be a long reigning champ. Look at Adesanya. He's the equivalent of like a GSP with wrestling on the feet. GSP took a lot of people down, did some ground and pound, but he wasn't exactly put on barn burners, right? Leon's doing the same thing. He didn't have a great fight versus Usman. He didn't have a great fight versus Colby. His next coming fight with Bilal, he's probably just going to pick him apart. It's probably going to be boring. But we can say it's boring all you want. This is how you stack up the title defenses, right? And it's not like he has to be proven competent on the ground. He stuffed basically all of Colby's shots except the fifth round, which I believe because he got reversed. He stuffed basically all of Usman's takedowns in the third fight, and the couple times he got taken down, he got up right away. So he's incredible. I would pick him to beat Shavkat too. People are saying, "Oh, Shavkat's this and that." Shavkat's amazing. He's definitely a future champ, but he beat Wonderboy, beat Neil Magny, and I know it's not always about big wins, but I don't think you can just push Leon against the fence and hold him. I think Leon will get away, and I honestly think he'll get outstruck because Sheffield was landing great shots. Wonderboy didn't really have the opportunity, but I think he would have landed some good shots if he didn't just get taken down. So, Leon staying champ. At middleweight, Sean Strickland's remaining the champ. Here's the thing, you guys. The problem with Sean Strickland is he is susceptible to pressure fighters. Like, if you saw his Jared Cannonier fight, obviously the Alex Pereira fight, he got either hit with big shots by Jared and he got knocked out by Alex Pereira, right? So that's why I think his fight with Dricus is really dangerous. But I know everyone's saying, "Oh, Dricus' gas tank's actually good or something," but I don't know. I need to see it to believe it. So I'm trusting in Sean Strickland's plenty of times going 5 rounds with guys like Hermanson and Imavov to just outpace Duplessis, take over in the fourth and fifth. I think he'll beat Dricus, and then this might be controversial or not, depending on how you view Hamza. But if Hamza gets a shot next, like it's implied by him, I think Sean Strickland will beat him. If he survives the first round, that is, because Strickland has good grappling. He's defended good shots against Imavov. He got his back taken by Abbas, though. So if Hamza gets his back, he could definitely choke him out. But my God, Hamza looked so bad in his second or third round versus Usman. He was landing like really not anything on the feet. He was like panic wrestling. It was actually crazy. I never thought I would see that from Hamza. And we already knew he slowed down in the third round versus Burns. So if he gets out of the first round, I honestly think Strickland will finish him. Yeah, this people call Sean Strickland a decision merchant or whatever, or a jab merchant. I honestly think he would finish Hamza if they reach a third or fourth, and especially a fifth round. I think Hamza would be dying. So that's my take. In the lightweight division, Magman and Clive's becoming champ. Boo! I know he's Dagestan, whatever, but this guy's the truth. He is the boogeyman of the division. Okay, let me first get this out of the way. I understand why people don't like him because he has zero star potential, zero personality. He's not like Islam or Khabib where they talk a little trash, right? Or we got to at least have some insight into their personal lives. He's just, I don't know, a guy. So I get why fans don't like him, and especially the UFC does not want him to become champ, but he's legit, man. Look at what he did to Johnny Walker. Knock him out on the feet. Look what he did to Jan Blachowicz in the fourth, fifth rounds. Completely ragdolled him. I don't care. I thought he won that fight. Round 1, 4, 10 in the fifth. And Alex Pereira, he is very beatable. Can I say that? People are acting like this dude's unbelievable. I'm a big Alex Pereira fan, but his wrestling is not good. Look at the Yuri fight. Look at the Jan fight. Look at his fight with Israel Adesanya. He's getting taken down in all these fights, right? And I will give him credit, though. He's not getting submitted. So I don't think Magwan Ankalaev would submit Alex Pereira. I think he would just win a decision like 4-1 or something. Because Pereira has not shown that he can defend a takedown. So the only caveat is Magwan Ankalaev got his legs chewed up in the the second and third rounds by Jan Blachowicz, right? So that would be scary, but I'm picking this dude to ragdoll Alex Pereira. I don't see anybody else beating him. I guess Alexander Rakic could give him a decent fight, and Jamal Hill, he would give him a good fight, but I think this dude's the truth. Magman Ankalaev is becoming champ. Finally, for the heavyweight division, Tom Aspinall is becoming champ by the end of the year. This guy's the future of the sport. Name one area, he has it. KO power, got it. Speed, got it. Defense, maybe that's not the best because he did get hit by Sergey, but most of the time he doesn't get hit. His wrestling's incredible. His submissions are amazing. Look at what he did to freaking Alexander Volkov. He just submitted him easily. He moves like a welterweight. I'm going to show you guys a clip of him versus Marcin Tybura. Look at how quickly he steps in with this elbow. It's like a lightweight. It's crazy how quick it is. And then I don't think John Jones, he's going to duck him and retire, which I don't think it's smart. Even though you can complain about it, I actually kind of want to see the fight, but it's not going to happen. It's smart. He's just going to beat up old man Stipe, and then he'll have the perfect legacy. So he's not going to fight John Jones. I don't see any. Look at what he did to Sergey Pavlovich, the boogeyman, scary guy of the division. He slept him in under a minute. So what? Cyril Gahn? He got embarrassed by John Jones, so he's not beating him. He's in his prime, 30 years. This guy can become a champ for 6 years, break Stipe's title defense record. He's becoming champ by the end of the year. All right, those are my picks for who's going to be champ by the end of the year. Whether you agree or disagree, please let me know your takes in the comments. Please like and subscribe.